Say a little prayer for you. Let me see it recognized. Don't you hate when there's an audio that isn't coming through? Technical difficulties, folks. Royalty. Trying to get set up here. Let's go there. Get you guys something to listen to if I have. Have no idea why this happens. There we go. Gibeon type beat. Like, subscribe, share. Happy Thursday, guys. I am late coming in the house. We got Rebecca Thomas. I rushed in here because I heard this beat. Don't ever try. I had to rush in here because I didn't want to get the copyright strike because it sounds like a Music Soul Child song. Topic of the room today, guys. Patterns of success. Yeah, I rushed in here as soon as I heard this beat really quick. Why do I still have my shades on? Other than doing some invoices, I ran to the gas station and got me these C4 packages that I like to get. And no, they're not paying me for the advertisement. But I could have either went there or I could have went to the gas station. Sam Boy. Man, it's not even my beat. I'm not gonna take credit for that. I am in the, as you can see, all the musical equipment here. I do create beats, and I also play music, classical, teach, what have you. But I just thought I'd find something that you guys can vibe to until I get to the topic at hand. You thought it was London October. I thought it was a Music Soul Child. So when we talk about beats and where people get their inspirations from, I got good ears. Key Hayden, how you doing? Don't forget, guys, if you come into the room, like, subscribe, share, hit the bell notification. Free for Profit, Erykah Badu type beat. See, here's the thing. When I get into making my beats, I never wanted to be a type of anything. Never wanted to be a type of anything. I'm coming in I really rarely even like to, I don't even like to have another person's music in my ears. Yeah. I don't want it to be, I want it to be truly genuine, uninspired, coming from the brain right here. I'll be right back. All right. Only 2 people watching. That's okay. That's okay. Look, here's the thing, Keys. If nobody was watching, I'd still get these lives out. If nobody was watching, I'd still get these lives out. And here's the reason why. The topic of the room today, and I'm only going to go for probably maybe about, I'm all discombobulated today. I'm only going to go for about probably 20 some odd minutes. And I like to, this is the reason why I say I don't care if nobody's watching. When you go through life without caring who's doing anything, if you're on your pattern to success, you're not going to care if nobody's watching, because eventually the message gets heard. These lives happen to go out, they shoot through the YouTube atmosphere, and eventually they gain traction. So only even if only two people are watching live right now, down the road, once I cut this off, this may affect 100, 200 views. So the topic of the room today is patterns of success. And again, I'm only going to go for about 20 minutes because I got to get my day started. I spent a portion of the day getting my invoicing done, making sure that the stuff that pays the bills gets taken care of first. So if you take note of that, I have a very structured day. And the reason why I want to talk about the patterns of success is I look at these influencers, Kevin on stage, and when I look at these influencers, when I look at these influencers, I go all the way back, even Schuler King, I go all the way back and I said, wow, these guys have been doing this since 2013. And I sit there and I think about it. I said, what was I doing then? I was trying to get this business kick started, of not this business of music here, but I was trying to get this business started as far as what I do on a day-to-day. That's what I was doing years and years ago. That's what I was doing. That's what I was doing years and years ago. So when we talk about the patterns of success, when I talk about the patterns of success, I noticed that these people have patterns, and that first pattern is consistency. When are you going to come out and tell us you like men? Okay, yeah, I like all men, women, all those things. Denny, hold on for 1 second. Guys, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Denny, time out. This channel is not for that. But when we start noticing patterns of success, these patterns that I namely have noted is that these people have been consistent in what they're doing. You guys can see I've placed a couple of people in timeout, muted a couple people, because I have a message that needs to get brought forth. It's not about me liking men or how many people are watching. This is not what this channel is for. The haters will hate. But people like me will continue to be great. I like that right there. I like that right there. I hate when I do that. Let's run that again. Okay, patterns of success. These people have very strategic patterns, and I noticed that they remain consistent in what they do, no matter who's watching. It's like, okay, when we do these things, truth be told, we do these things for I like that. So they have these patterns of success, and namely those patterns are that they're consistent. Michael Jordan, if you guys look at the great Michael Jordan, do you guys know how many years he played for the Chicago Bulls before he won a championship? Seems like they needs to wake up. I wish I could get this part right. All right, let's get that going again. But when we talk about the patterns of success, anything that you do in life, I'm going to say you can be successful going up or you could be successful on your way down. Those two specific things. You'll have a pattern for both of them. See if I can get it. So you have where's I getting lost at? You can either have a pattern of going upwards or you can have a pattern going downwards. They both are going to lead you to some very, very interesting places. Patterns of success. I noticed that some of these people, they started just kind of like me, just getting the message out there. I'm not a comedian. I don't live in that lane. I like to live in the music lane. Got that right. Even when it comes to playing, you got to remain successful. I need to write that song down. So guys, if you stay successful, or matter of fact, if you stay consistent, I think consistency is the main thing. Consistency is the main thing. And when I noticed these people, influencers, there was a ticking time bomb. Seems like I can get it right. Let me see. So let me see. Maybe I should do what my teacher does. Let my ears take me there. That's the only thing, that's the good thing about the ears, is even though let your ears do it. Why does my thumb want to do that? Anyway, so with this pattern of success, back to the topic at hand, with these patterns of success about these people, you've noticed that they've remained consistent. Not only, if you guys want to find out exactly what that means, what does that mean that they remain consistent? What does that mean? It means they, in their private life, Michael Jordan was known notoriously for working out. And Kobe Bryant took a page from him. Kobe Bryant took a page at him. And Kobe Bryant really didn't reinvent the game. He just sat back and he just observed. He just sat back and he noticed. And he noticed everything that Michael Jordan did, to the point where, he called Michael up, stories have said, and hey, let me come over, let me do this, let me do that, and work out with him. Um, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. When it comes to success, the rules haven't changed. Remain consistent, and that includes things that you do in your private life. You guys saw me still rush on here today, kind of trying to think about the topic. I said, "Hey, let me think about this topic. Let me think about this." And I was actually birthing this topic last night. I was actually birthing this topic when I noticed. I said, "Why does it seem like? Why does it seem like the algorithm now is picking me up more and more?" And then I started digging into the history of guys such as the Kevins on stage, the Kevin Samuels. And I literally, if you want to go back and look at their very beginning videos, their oldest videos, you can. I like that right there. I had to time out a couple people in the room, and also the reason why I sat down and timed out some people that came into the room is you're gonna have these things in life that are going to distract you. Haters gonna hate, ballers gonna ball, rollers gonna roll. There's a song out there called that. So what I basically did was I quieted the distractions. Those of you that want to come into the room and actually listen, whether it's even for a couple of minutes, the message is simple. The message is simple. It's like, okay, there's a title to the room, and it was called The Patterns of Success. And I can't make the message too long because of the attention span of people. It's the reason why we don't have long music anymore. Everything is cut down to 3 minutes or two. We can't sit there. I'm not gonna say that we can't, because I mean, if you could sit there and look at a Netflix show, look at a special or anything like that, you have the ability. It just depends on what you're interested in. So, patterns of success is what people do in their daily habits. Like, this is a pattern right here. I make sure now that I go live for 30 minutes a day, which means that my mind is actively thinking about topics to bring forth. And I had to be very strategic about choosing, okay, the 30-minute mark, because I don't want to bore people. I might bore people right now, but I really don't want to bore people. I want the message to get out there. Hey, there are patterns of success. My patterns for my success is basically, of course, getting the money in first. Dramatic pause right there. Getting the money in first, taking care of my regular clients, and before I even did that, I still got fresh. I got the Tom Ford on, the ombre. Good smelling cologne. Good smelling cologne. Smell good if you meet me in real life. Always, always. Um, uh, and after I did that, I sat down and I very strategically went over my books for the business. Went over the books, make sure people got their invoices out. Blah 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 blah. That's done. That took about 48 minutes. Then I walked the dog. Did I walk the dog? Yeah, walked the dog. Got set. Blah 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 blah. Then I said, okay, I ran out of C4. I can go to the gas station, spend the 2 for $5, or I can just spend a little bit, probably 10 minutes extra, and go to Walmart and blah 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 blah. And then came home and I turned on this live. That is the pattern right there. Pattern doesn't change. Patterns are actually boring until you notice something different in the pattern. Until you know something different in a pattern. It's like if you watch people that do data. watching numbers, and they're just watching numbers. That's all they do. They're looking for patterns, looking for small, minute changes. And all of these patterns that people have actually lead to whatever that success may be. Whatever that success may be. So we got about 4 minutes on the clock. I was learning some Rocky. That's the next song, and I think I might be stuck at this song because sorry. I think I might bring that to my student tomorrow because he liked that Short People by. How's it go? I haven't forgot the song myself. Let me see. Wait, let me see. And I forgot the whole song. It's a Randy Newman. Okay, I'm gonna see if he remembers that just to pick his brain. But guys, remember, keep up your patterns of success. I dig that right there. Remember, patterns of success. Oh, and I forgot to say one thing. The breakout point. I'm sorry. I forgot there is a breakout point. When my mind was in the right place, I felt that. Anyway, seems like the breakout point is the number 6. Seems like when we're doing anything that you want to be successful at, but here's the thing: you got to stay consistent. You got to stay consistent. You got to stay consistent. We got a few more people in the room. Brone, Robbie. Sorry, I didn't see you guys earlier. I had to time some people out for some ignorant comments that were being made, and the title of the room is Patterns of Success. That's what the title of the rooms are for. If you're new to the channel, like, subscribe, share, hit that bell notification. But sorry, yeah, I had the screen scrolled up. But we were talking about patterns of success, what it takes to be successful. Namely, we're looking at people, if you look at some influencers like Kevin on stage, you know how these people have strategic patterns. Like somebody came in and said, well, there's nobody in the room. There's nobody in the room. They kept saying there's nobody in the room. And I was saying that I don't care. Here's the thing. If there's nobody in the room, this message is still going to get heard. I'm hearing the message. I'm repeating the message. There's a wife in the room that's hearing the message. I don't care if the dog is listening to the message. But there are patterns of success. Namely, if we look at one guy by the name of Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan, it took him 10 years, and mind you, he didn't go to any other team. And I know people look at LeBron James and bouncing from team to team. No, Michael stayed consistent. Michael stayed consistent, and it took him 10 years. 10 years, and he was already a great player. He was already a great player, but it took him some Phil Jackson. Hey, Fred, what's the weather like there? What's the weather like there in Indiana? It was 100, felt like it was 100 degrees. And you guys see, I got a scully on right now. Vegas starts off very cold in the morning, and by the time noonday hits, we taking off, and it's like I got wife beater on. The sun was hitting yesterday. But back to the topic at hand. That's kind of a fitting song for this. The Eye of the Tiger. See if I can. See, I feel a new song coming out of there. Sunny and 50s. That's cold, man. I heard a new song out of there. I just heard it. My fingers just touched it. Ah, ah, ah. I hate doing this. Anyway. Not for the Midwest. No, you're right. You're right. I told you if you've been following me for a minute, I'm from Chicago, so 50 is a breakout point. 50 is a good spring day. 50 gets trouble started. uh, what time is it? I'm supposed to be going to the gym. Maybe I can mix that with that one. See, and these are songs that I keep at the top of my dome. I remember that time. See, I gotta remember the feeling. I gotta remember the feeling. But guys, patterns of success. The main thing that I've noticed, face is a little greasy on camera, or maybe it's just looking old. 50-year-old face. Patterns of success. One thing I've noticed is that these guys have remained consistent. These guys have remained consistent. Like I said, let me get on here on this live. Yes, I need to be starting work. Yes, I need to be going and getting my workout on. However, there's a goal in mind. There's a level of success that I want to reach. There's a level of success that I want to reach. So with that being said, I sat down here and I turned on the camera. And I'm gonna, if I have time later today, I'm gonna talk about, I know you guys are gonna be like, stop flashing that badge. I talked to the music goddess yesterday. And she kind of, I heard her blush. Yeah. Still make the older woman blush, I guess. My wife's gonna bust through the door like, what'd you say? Uh, yeah, I said I'll talk about you all the time because yeah, there's guys. I just enjoy music. but there's a lot that's greater than me. A lot. I'm just getting this. I'm just getting this thing started. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. I'm walking into this should be the break point. This should be the break point. And just like Buzz Lightyear was the one that said to infinity and beyond. So we're gonna stay consistent with the music. We're gonna stay consistent with the topic. We're gonna stay consistent with the encouragement. Cause guys, whatever you guys do, I want you guys to be all successes. That's the main thing why I spread the message. I talked to my music teacher, and I told her you can get online and practice. Hold on, I said you don't practice, you play. I said you don't practice, you play, and she's a great person. But I digress from these topics of conversations. Please forget to like, subscribe, share, and hit the bell notification. And let's get it. Peace.